Hi Awakeners, Sandra Baker here. I am coming to you live from Portland, Oregon. Very cool. I just finished an amazing rapid eye session, or actually did a rapid eye session earlier, but a rapid eye training in Salem, Oregon at the Rapid Eye Institute. So I wanted to give you a little bit of information about rapid eye technology and answer any questions that you might have about rapid eye. So first of all, let me introduce what rapid eye is to you. Rapid eye is a treatment. It's a process that helps to release trapped trauma, core beliefs, anything that is really trapped in the brain and in the emotional field, actually in your physical body, emotional body, mental bodies, spiritual bodies. What happens when we have a traumatic experience is it gets stored in our brain so that it doesn't create so much havoc in the moment, so we store it. And what will happen is later on in life, things will happen that will cause triggers that the body then reacts, and you may not even know why your body is reacting, but it does. For example, war veterans, when they hear gunshots or gunfire, they automatically react to loud noises after wars, because especially if they were on the front line prepared. So they would have a lot of PTSD, as you know, or post-traumatic stress disorder. A lot of veterans are experiencing a lot of suffering and trauma. And this isn't just for war veterans. Rapid eye technology is for everybody. It's because it's designed to help go into any kind of emotional pain that we have stored, any kind of trapped trauma, anything that's happened to us from, let's say it was a major abusive situation when we were younger that we may have even forgotten about. Or it may have been something that you felt bad about yourself, being in front of a teacher. I remember, and some of you may have the same experience, but I remember being a child in elementary school and being called on to answer a question, and I was, pretty sure I knew the answer and raising my hand and so excited to give the answer. And then I said the answer and she was like, no, that's not right. And feeling as a child so much shame about that it made me really hesitant to answer questions again for the teacher. And I know some of you have experienced some things as well that has created trapped trauma. So my clientele is, when I do a session, we go through a coaching process, because when you clear patterns, you have to do so on 4 levels: physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So when a traumatic experience happens, the brain will store it, as we said earlier. And in the mental field, you have to have a new thought process about yourself, about the experience, about what happened. And we tell our stories about what happened, and it really keeps us stuck in the story. We have to have new emotions about that experience. So in my example of raising my hand, I would need to feel confident again raising my hand. I would need to feel that I'm safe to raise my hand or to be in public. And then physically, I would need to do something differently. Physically, I would need to go out and try it, raise my hand and be in a class and say, I'm brave enough to raise my hand now. So the reason I use that example is because I want to show you that rapid eye can work on something very, very minor and something very, very major, such as watching someone being murdered in front of you. That, of course, is very, very traumatic. And watching destruction around you, very, very traumatic, that gets stored in the body, and the body has to release that. So rapid eye was actually created back in the early 90s by Renee Johnson, and it was developed out of having a son who had autism. And Kelton, bless his heart, I love him dearly. He is the reason originally Renee went seeking for some help. And she needed to create a way to help her autistic son. And it was through a vision, through a dream that, or through a vision that she had about how to release that trapped trauma and energy that gets stuck in the body and get the brain cross-communicating. So it looks like we have, Sandy just mentioned, I'm so grateful to have expanded this healing technology of RET. So thank you, Sandy. Sandy was part of our family constellation group last night. We had some amazing shifts that happened using a process called family constellation. If you don't know about it, you can read about it through our events. I have another family constellation coming up, but using Rapid Eye to help move the energy is really, really powerful. So I want to tell you and answer any questions that you might have, and then I have my dear sister here because I am in Portland, Oregon, and I'll show you around a little bit, but I'm going to tell you first of all, though, how it works. So this right here is what's called an eye directing device. I'm going to show you up close. Very cool. And this is used, this is my mini one because I take it on the road with me. And this is used to help assist in pulling up the energy and releasing the trapped trauma, dissolving the patterns. So we have an ethereal field, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual field. And the energy gets really clouded and really heavy when we're having heavy thoughts and depressive feelings, emotions. And so the eye directing device is used to assist to move that energy out. It works really, really cool. And the client, I just move the eye directing device quickly in front of their eyes while they're rapidly blinking, which tells the brain to go into REM, rapid eye movement, like you do when you sleep, into alpha and theta consciousness, so that you're in a safe place to release. And then we use your breath work and blinking to help pull the energy up, to pull it up and out your eyes and out your mouth. And after a rapid eye session, you will feel so much just calmer and so much more at peace. It can literally help you rewrite the story. So even though the event hasn't changed, let's say if your mother was murdered, for example, the event doesn't change, but how you view the event does. And that's what is so healing with Rapid Eye technology. Okay, so I have my sister here, and I'm going to, actually, Susie, if you want to just sit right here, she's going to tell her experience about it. So I'm grateful that she's here.
Good evening. Very quickly, I was involved in a snowmobile accident, and my son was on the back of my snowmobile. I went over an embankment, a blind corner, and went into a water, low rock, boulders. Anyway, when I came to, the snowmobile was about 10 feet away from me, upside down, and the first thing I move, and the sheer pain, excruciating pain, feeling, and I see the snowmobile still running, the tread running, moving, and my son nowhere in sight. First instinct, he is under the snowmobile. I start screaming. I can feel the water coming into my helmet. I can, all the terror, all the thoughts. This took hold of my life for some time. I was unable to move through it. My sister did Rapid Eye technology on me several times, and each time it was progress, made more progress, and we reframed it. I was able to drive in the snow again. I was able to put my face in water without a panic attack. I was able to let go of such deep rooted pain and fear. And I can attest to the process of being able to move forward in my life.
Yay!
The end. But anyway,
Thank
I
you.
love her.
And the dog's very jealous. We love each other. You can stay here if you want. Okay, so we'll just talk a little bit together about it. If anybody has any questions about rapid eye technology, there are trainers all over that can assist you. You can come out to Salem and get trained. I do trainings in Salt Lake City if you want to learn more about becoming a rapid eye technician. And also, if you would like to get a rapid eye session, you can message me or call me, or go on the website rapideyetechnology.com and find a technician in your area. Again, rapid eye is used for so many things. Somebody's posting. Awaken Within is posting for me. So I know rapid eye has been an amazing tool for myself. I never wanted to be a trainer. It was never my intention. I didn't even want to be a technician 10 years ago. But Mitchie Don Eubler, my dear friend, did rapid eye on me, and I had such a life-changing event with reframing my whole birth with my twin and the whole experience there. And that's why I chose to do rapid eye technology, and then it was literally Spirit telling me, go become a trainer. And that's why I now train in rapid eye technology, and there's some fabulous tools to help assist and release the pain, release the trapped trauma. Like Susie mentioned, hers was an accident. Function, it could be just depression that's in your DNA that could be overwhelming. I want to thank Linnell Beckstrom and Charlene Young for being fabulous facilitators and helping this work go forward and helping it move across the planet. So spread the news, get a rapid eye session if you haven't had one, to help release any core beliefs that have you stuck, and you may not even know any trapped trauma, and that's okay. And if you do have trauma, get in for a session and get that released and desensitize it so you can operate again in your life. I call it my magic wand. I don't go anywhere without it.
Thank goodness.
Thank you, everybody. Hi, Rachel, Kelly. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I love you all. Thanks for all your love and support. And Kelly, thank you. There. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.